My name is Brittany. I am the Director of Programs here at Museum Hue, and this award ceremony is very new to the organization, but something that we all agreed is not just needed right now in this year and this time, but needed overall. There are plenty, this list could have gone on and on and on, plenty of arts leaders, culture leaders, arts service organizations, just individuals and collectives that we could have awarded today, and that just means that we'll be back for the next symposium to give those people their flowers as well. We have curated for you today the HueArts Advocate Award. This award is dedicated first and foremost to these wonderful 10 honorees, but also just to the work itself. It's important that you know the faces behind all of the work that goes into making days like this happen, but also that goes into the everyday of arts and culture here in New York. To support it, to continue that movement. So we have a slew of wonderful people here that we're prepared to honor. They're not only getting this lovely, amazing trophy, we also have a small honorarium. I believe we have a citation. We also have a citation to give them, and we just wanted to take some time to uplift the work that they've done and to let them know that Museum Hue sees you, whether you're in the background or foreground, and we champion you to continue on for however long you are in this work. So thank you all for being here. Clap it up for all of our honorees. To present our award, so this is going to be very sweet, very short, very easy. We have a few of our beloved board members who are going to be presenting the awards to these honorees. So first, I want to call up Jodia. And she will be honoring Lucy Sexton of New York. Yep. So I don't even have to say the whole title. I love that. She will be honoring Lucy Sexton, New Yorkers for Arts and Culture, as well as Kimberly Olsen, New York City Arts and Education Roundtable. So I'm going to hand it over. She's just going to introduce them, and we're going to present them with their award. They can say some remarks if they like, but no pressure. So thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. Let's start this over again. Hello, everyone. Hello. I hope you guys have had a great day today. Kudos to Museum Hue for all of the amazing work that they're doing. I'm a proud board member. I am not part of the arts. I'm a business person, but I love the arts and I love everything that Stephanie and the entire team does. So let's get the show started. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the bio because I really want them to speak in their own voice, but let's celebrate with a big round of applause Lucy Sexton, who's the Executive Director of New Yorkers for the Culture and Arts.
Thank you. I literally, when I got the email, tears came out of my eyes because working with Stephanie Johnson Cunningham teaches me every day. We're up there in Albany. I am always looking to you, and Stephanie knows what to say. So thank you for all of your work. I want to say not only is it great that Museum Hue has made it 10 years, but also it feels like you have done so much in those 10 years. It is such a critically important organization, and when you recently got your funding cut from the NEA, you named it so beautifully, which is that you were there to point out, lift up, and name the organizations that have been intentionally disinvested and those cultures which have been intentionally suppressed. And now we have this unbelievable wave of bullshit coming out of Washington, which is about erasing the history of Black culture and immigrant culture and Native culture. And Stephanie's email out I thought was just perfect. She named it, she said it in her typical way, very calm, with grace and power. So thank you so much.
All right, so the next person is Kimberly Olsen, who is an arts educator and advocate based in Long Island City, Queens. Kimberly, please come up here.
Thank you so much to Museum Hue, to Stephanie. It is a privilege to work in partnership with your organization. I am proud to be the executive director of the New York City Arts and Education Roundtable. We do advocacy so that there is greater equity, access, and transparency. We believe all students deserve a robust, equitable arts education, regardless of the color of your skin, the zip code that you live in, the household income of your family. And we have really not only made use of Museums Hue's incredible tools, but also taken it upon ourselves to better educate other schools and school leaders so that they know of the incredible artists and arts organizations that might be in their backyard. And so I'm very appreciative of this award. We always say there is no arts without arts education, so it is very meaningful to be listed among such an illustrious group of women advocates. I'll note a lot of Black women advocates as well who shoulder a lot of this labor. And so I'm ever grateful to be a co-conspirator in this work. And a huge thank you to everybody.
I don't believe Quanice is here, but is Quanice Floyd here or any representative? That would be our third person. All right, if not, we're just gonna clap it up for her. Quanice is the arts administrator of color, and unfortunately is not able to be here today, but we want to celebrate her and give her her flowers today.
Our next board member, Bran. Okay, so Ran is presenting.
Thank you. Hi everyone, what a day. This really feels like a family reunion. My name is Ran, I'm the executive director at the Louis Latimer House, also a proud board member of Museum Hue. I am especially proud today to present the award to two very special people. First one is Lisa Gold, the executive director of Asian American Arts Alliance, dear colleague and friend in the culture field who commiserated with me over rice noodles in Flushing. So this is really a deep honor. Lisa, please come up.
Thank you. This is just such an incredible honor. Thank you, Museum Hue. Just to be in a room, to be nominated with all of you, like my idols, Melody, everybody, Lucy. Thank you so much. It's like I said, it's been a privilege and an honor to be able to support museum work, to be able to participate in the mapping, to be able to put our organizations literally on the map. And I thank you for all that you do. This work is so meaningful, and I'm going to continue to work with you and our other allies in this, our friends at Mokata, our friends, so many people in this room that we work with day in and out to ensure that all of our communities do get equitable access to the arts. So thank you all for this. I'm going to keep working.
The next person is Ayesha Williams, the Executive Director of Laundromat Project, another organization I've been following for years and have deep respect for, and I'm so happy to see the organization continuing flourishing under Ayesha's leadership. And today, on behalf of Ayesha accepting the award is John Ann. Please come up.
Ayesha. She couldn't be here today, but she sent me some wonderful notes to share with you all. So pretend I'm Ayesha. Hi everyone. I'm so honored to receive this recognition from Museum Hue. I've admired the work of this organization for so long, for how it boldly centers people of color in the arts, for the way it's built a community where folks feel seen, connected, and reflected. Huge thanks to Stephanie and to the amazing women being honored in this afternoon. So many of you are friends, colleagues, and people whose work I've looked to for guidance and inspiration. This community has lifted me up and reminded me of why I keep showing up. I had the privilege of working with Stephanie through HueArts NYC collaboration with the Laundromat Project and Hester Street. Shout out to Kimmy, Latine, and Lillian Cho. That project was such a beautiful example of what's possible when we build together, with intention, care, and a shared vision. It was powerful work and continues to be transformative for our field and our communities. Having John A. stand in for me today is a reflection of that same spirit. It speaks to the kind of community we're nurturing, where we show up for each other, hold space, and carry one another forward. Thank you, Stephanie, for all you've poured and continue to pour into the work. Congratulations on an incredible 10 years. I'm celebrating with you all from afar. Thank you.
Amazing remarks at our first, Grammy Awards for the Arts. Everybody's so poised and it's really good. Did you guys plan that before we got here? I love that. I am now bringing up our beloved board member, Lorna, who will be introducing the next two honorees.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Let's clap for joy. Such a joyful occasion, and I am a proud board member of Museum Hue. So I am here to introduce Melody Capote, Executive Director of the Caribbean Cultural Center, and Vedet Coleman, Dr. Vedet Coleman. Did I give your last name? So Vedet came all the way up from DC, stuck in traffic and everything. So I'm going to do Melody first because I have a long personal relationship with her. Melody and I came into the business together. I would say over 4 decades ago, right? And anybody who's anybody knows that they came through Marta Vega and the Caribbean Cultural Center. This work of advocacy, this work of relationships, community building for all communities, especially the diaspora, is due to the Caribbean Cultural Center, right? And Melody, well, I first want to back up because Stephanie, 10 years ago, was a fellow with a program at the Caribbean Cultural Center. And look at her now. So Melody, I'm going to let you talk about the work that you do. So you want to come up?
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. I am Melody Capote, Executive Director of the Caribbean Cultural Center. I want to make a note that our name is misspelled, and I'm only saying it because next year we mark our 50th anniversary, so if you look it up, Caribbean is 1 R, 2 B's, and I do this all the time, and Cultural Center, okay? Lots of folks know us as CADI, CCCADI, so visit us because we are presently in the midst of what we're calling Community Archives Open Studio Lab. If you come into our space any Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, you will have access to videotapes, photos, posters, for those of you who remember slides, and videotapes, dare I say Betamax, all that is on view, and you're able to come into our space and help us design our 50th anniversary next year. So we'd really like for you to come in, come visit. If you have photos and things that maybe you know, your own archives of what you did with the center over time, we've had people come in who said, I came as a kid And I've got pictures of being in your Carnival New York event, and I'm gonna bring them in. So anything that you may have, we welcome it. Lorna kind of stole the words from me. When 2013, I'm not sure, Stephanie, it was 2012, 2013, we launched at the center a program called the Innovative Cultural Advocacy Fellowship Program, of which Stephanie and Monica were in the first cohort. And the idea of a Museum Hue came about. And so it was an idea, it was a piece of paper, and here we are, celebrating them on their 10th anniversary. I also want to take a moment to say that I know we all do a lot, we juggle a lot. Thank you for being so gracious and so patient with me, because I'm constantly being reminded, Melody, can you please answer the email? Melody, can you please sign the paper and send it back? Thank you, because it's that we were talking about mentorship earlier today. I am so happy to see that the future for us is bright. Yes. Because it's the new leadership, it's the younger leadership, it's the women doing this work, quite honestly, that has gotten us to where we are. So again, thank you, I'm super honored. Have a good afternoon.
Wonderful, thank you, Melody. And again, I can't shout out enough the Caribbean Cultural Center. Again, we've all come through this some way or another. And the advocacy work that was done by the CEG work continues with Lucy Sexton and everyone else who's in the room. So next, I want to bring up Vedet, Dr. Vedet Coleman-Robinson. So Vedet, the African American Association of Museums, one of them. And she's gonna talk more about it, and I look forward to spending more time with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm not going to get up here and speak Spanish. I only know how to speak Jersey, so don't hold that against me. Thank you so much, Stephanie and Museum Hue, for this heavy award. The work that we do at the Association of African American Museums has really been my life's work. I've been doing this since the womb, and I would say how old, but then you guys would know I was 20. But I'm so thankful for you. And when I first started at AAAM 6 years ago, Stephanie was one of the first people that called me. We started talking about this field and what we wanted to do in this field and the impact that we wanted to have as Black women. But then it turned into a friendship. And quickly we started talking, and I think we rehashed the whole conversation that we had 6 years ago, where we started talking about our time at Rutgers and things of that nature. So yes, another Jersey plug. I'm just gonna keep doing it. And also, before I keep going, because I know I'm in New York and Sandman is around here somewhere, I don't want to get snatched. I do want to just take a moment to acknowledge all of our members who are in this room today, who have been doing this work, our collective members, who have been doing this work in spite of. It is difficult. The past 100+ days have felt like Groundhog Day. I'm not lying. Every Friday I was going to sleep with the anxiety because I did not know what was going to happen on that Saturday morning. But I can say that we are stronger together, and we did not come this far to come this far, so keep pushing. You might have to take some anxiety medicine. You may even have to take some magnesium to go to sleep, but make sure that you're doing it naturally, and Vedet is not paying for it. So thank you so much.
Okay, so our next board member is going to come down to do our next two honorees, but I'm gonna cheat a little and do one myself. So Maritza, if you're around, you're on deck. That's for my poetry days, y'all, it's okay. The next person, I love that. The next person we are honoring today is actually Emma, who is one of the co-founders of Blackspace. Definitely clap it up. And I just wanted to cheat a little and introduce Emma myself, since I've known her for so many years. I've known about Blackspace. If you guys aren't familiar, they actually have a program happening next Tuesday at the Makata, if you want to check them out. But I've heard about Blackspace before I've even heard about the leadership, because it's truly a collective of urbanists, of architects, of designers of our world, of artists, of creatives that continue to work together to build what we have. Blackspace has become kind of a nucleus in the community where we all have worked together in many different ways. And it's an honor to also have an organization come up out of not just necessity, but also community. And so after all of these years, I'm so happy in a whole different role and a whole different job to still be able to honor our relationship and the work that you all have been doing at Blackspace, which has been incredible, from supporting communities like Brownsville to building archival works, manifestos, doing workshops, programming. Like, the work never stops. So Emma, I would love to present you with this award.
I had a whole thing written, but now my heart is just in a different place. But the main feeling I have is it feels so good to be seen by institutions like Museum Hue and by Brittany and Stephanie. There are not that many organizations or people who understand the powerful connection between arts and culture and strengthening majority Black and majority multiracial neighborhoods. And so that's one of the things we really cherish and work towards at Blackspace is culture as a tool for neighborhood celebration, uplift, and also strengthening our neighborhoods from an urban planning and architecture perspective. And as the incoming ED of Blackspace, definitely holding 10 years, it'll be 10 years this year, so I feel like we kind of grew up together as institutions. And so it especially feels great to, still be in community together. 10 years later, it's kind of amazing. And then Brittany already plugged our event on June 10th. It's called Kinfolks Imagining Neighborhoods, which is where we'll really look at how economic development in our neighborhoods can be imaginative, can be creative, and is led by people. So hope you will join us there. And then, I don't know if you can dedicate awards to, I assumed you could, but nobody else did, so now I'm feeling weird. But I wanted to dedicate this really to all the people who have trusted me to put together arts ecosystems at Americans for the Arts and at New Museum and at Blackspace. And so just really want to honor all the folks I've learned alongside and been able to bring together. So thank you all for this.
All right, we have two more people. Are you still with me? Yes. That's what I like to hear. I also want to remind everybody that if you heard a name that you haven't heard before, then please, as soon as this is over, get yourself some ice cream and go reach out to that person. A lot of amazing words and wisdom have been shared right now. And if you haven't heard about some of these organizations, this is the time to look them up, support the work they're doing, outside of just this award ceremony. So I have the privilege and honor of honoring Diane Fraher, who writes and directs narrative feature films about contemporary Native Americans, In her words, her films explore the struggle of Native Americans to identify with traditional values within the context of modern society. So I just wanted to bring up Diane from Amerinda.
I'd just like to say, first of all, to thank Stephanie and all of the organization of Museum Hue for working so hard to present this event today for all of us. It means a lot to us, and it's been wonderful to be in all of your presence. As the founder of American Indian Artists Amerinda, the only organization serving the tribally and rural community here in New York, I just want to say something that I heard today, that a lot of people had been made to feel frightened or to have anxiety and kind of be feeling in chaos. And I just want to say, don't let them do that to you. This is what these people want to do. They want to make us feel this way so that we don't feel like fighting them back. But what they don't know, and it's amazing they never learned this, is that we know how to do it. The Native people have been fighting back since 1492, and 1619 isn't that much later. And then all the other folks that came to join us, we literally have been fighting this kind of behavior for a couple hundred years. So we know how to do it, how to take care of ourselves, take care of our communities, and we will still be standing. The Native people, we believe that we see one another as being related to one another. So, relatives, I say this to you today, that we are steadfast, and to remember that we are all here for one another.
Okay, so this is last but not least, and I already see some ice cream happening in the back, so I'm gonna hurry up. So one of the reasons for today in this event is the inception and growth of this organization, Museum Hue. So last but not least, we are honoring Stephanie Johnson Cunningham. And I have her beloved board members, Shari and Lorna, presenting the awards.
We, as board members, are so happy to present Stephanie with this bouquet, which represents her hard work, her dedication, and my fellow board member, Shari Berman, has written a speech.
Speech is probably a bigger word, but I did write a few things down. I'm Shari Berman, partner Evidence Design here in Brooklyn, and a proud board member of Museum Hue. I met Stephanie in 2017 at a fundraiser for her husband Brian when he was running for city council for my neighborhood in Prospect Buffers Gardens. We both discovered we were museum professionals. I've been an exhibit designer for 30 years, and it's an amazing profession, but the inequity in the profession was never lost on me, and I was always looking for a way to give back. Stephanie described her new organization, Museum Hue, born of her own experience of the barriers she faced as a museum professional of color, and I was like, sign me up. Fast forward, Stephanie, look what you've built. How many of you have been inspired by today's symposium? I look out in the audience, I see rapt attention, I see people taking notes, I see people meeting each other and networking and building this community and deepening that fabric, and the mushrooms are growing everywhere. Yes. What else did I want to say? No one wrote a book to guide you, Stephanie. There was no model to follow. Rather, your passion, your curiosity, your spirit, your kindness, and creativity has built a powerful organization and a beautiful community. Watching you and Museum Hue grow has been an incredible honor. Congratulations to you, and 10th anniversary to Museum Hue.
Thank you. I'm so incredibly thankful for the support of my board and incredibly inspired by all of the honorees. Honestly, when we said we wanted to honor women specifically who are doing this work, these are the names and faces that came to mind, quite honestly. I thank you all so much for being collaborators with me in this work. Many of you I've known for many years. I think all of you. No one is new. No one is new. And I thank you all so much for the work that you do, the inspiration that you give to so many, the incredible fierceness that you fight for arts and culture is truly something that I deeply am thankful for. And so I look forward to continuing to working with you all and know that, you know, this 10th year anniversary, we decided to honor the work that you all were doing because, again, with everything that's happening, as Diane said, listen, we are not focused on that. We're focusing on the celebration and all the incredible work and all the incredible women who are doing this work. So thank you all so much. And I also want to say thank you to everyone who came out to celebrate Museum Hue's 10th year anniversary with us. It's been such a pleasure seeing faces that I've seen for a long time and also brand new faces. Look, if you've been rocking with Museum Hue 10 years ago or rocking with Museum Hue starting today, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so I look forward to doing this more and more each year, growing and thriving and learning from you all truly. And I hope that you all left knowing someone new, learning something different, and I hope that we will continue to be in community, even if it's on social media. Social media is still a very powerful tool that we hope to continue to utilize to connect. Social media is like one of my favorite things, you know me. So I want to say again, thank you to the panelists, to the keynote speakers, to the audience, to the honorees, to the board, to the staff, to BRIC, to everyone. Thank you. Thank you.